one. You don't have enough to be happy yet. How often do you get stuck thinking about the things you could have gotten but didn't? Incompletes.
You shouldn't be living in the past, man, because you can't change that. Those are incompletes.
Whether it was a job promotion, a new car, or a new house, thinking about what the what ifs of life can make it hard to see the bigger picture. Thinking about the what ifs in life can make it hard to see the bigger picture. When you think this way, your focus becomes more so on what you don't have versus what you do have. You start thinking about what you don't have, and then you start not thinking about or appreciating the things you do have. It's called the attitude of gratitude. No matter where you are in life, man, there's something to be thankful for. Are you obsessing over things you don't have? Do you feel distracted from your right now? Because that's the problem, man. You don't have enough to be happy right now. That's what you're neglecting, your right now. That's what you're wasting right now. Because you either thinking about something in the past that you messed up, that you lost, and you wish you still had it, or you're regretting what you did, but you can't change that situation, or you're thinking about the future and you're afraid of it because you're like, man, where am I going to be? What am I going to be doing? How am I going to have this? How am I going to have that? As long as you stuck in the past, as long as you stuck in the future, you ain't appreciating what you missing and what you are wasting your time of right now. When you think back, has there been anything you haven't been able to accomplish or achieve simply because you weren't confident enough in your abilities? This comes from low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, your self-worth is minimized, and thinking you're not good enough can negatively impact your actions. Thinking that you are not good enough can negatively impact your actions. You spend your time thinking about negative things. How I think controls how I feel, and how I feel controls my actions. You say it again, it's a formula. What I think controls how I feel, and how I feel controls my actions. So if my thinking is bad, my feeling is going to be bad. And if my feeling is bad, my actions are going to be bad. It's one thing to be 16 and you doing everything to disrupt your life, to be 40 and 50 doing that. This comes from low self-esteem. When you have low self-esteem, your self-worth is minimized, and thinking you're not good enough can negatively impact your actions. You might even get to the point where you feel like trying to do anything is a waste of time. To help fight this issue with low self-esteem, make a list of your strengths and your weaknesses. Put your strengths over here on the list, and put your weaknesses over here on the list, and be honest with yourself. You can then think of ways to rebuild and strengthen your stronger traits. Your good traits over here, when you list those, start adding to that. Start encouraging that. Start building upon that. While realizing that your weaker traits don't have to be promoted, and that they're also part of who you are as a whole. 6 lies you need to stop telling yourself. Number 3, you don't have willpower. As a man thinketh, so is he. Have you ever looked up to successful people and noticed their habits? Have you ever done that? Seen somebody successful and then you notice their habits? Seen somebody who got a nice truck, now he got a nice motorcycle, now he building a shed on the side of his house, but then you notice that this man get up at 5 o'clock every day to go to work, and he don't come back until like 6 in the afternoon or the evening. And you say to yourself, damn, that's why he's so successful, but I could never do that. I don't have the willpower. You might be using that thought process as a crutch to give in to certain pressures more easily. Give you an example. If you think that waking up early would be a good idea, but you use lack of willpower as an excuse to sleep in instead, you're preventing yourself from forming a healthy habit. You programming yourself to believe that. So before you even get started, you've already lost. Making certain changes in life can be hard, whether they're big or small changes, but once you start, your sense of will, strength, and integrity will grow. 6 lies you need to stop telling yourself. Number 4, you're getting older. It's too late for me. Come on, Tim, am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
You're getting older. It's too late for me. Have you ever felt discouraged thinking it's too late to set goals? You refrain from changing jobs or from finding a lasting romantic partner because you feel like time has passed you by? Do you feel like your best days have come and gone? The truth is, it's never too late for you. You might be letting societal expectations guide your timeline, such as giving into the pressure to go to college right after high school or to be married before 30. Remember that you are your own person and you're allowed to follow your own path at your own pace. Some people graduate from college in their 60s. Some of the richest people in the world only found success when they were in their 40s or 50s. Don't feel the need to restrain yourself with other people's expectations. You can accomplish things at your own pace. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. 6 lies you need to stop telling yourself. Number 5, if it's not perfect, it's not good enough. We got any perfectionists in here? Because you're so rigid. You want everything to be perfect. And some of the best times, man, some of the best moments in life are spontaneous. Do you get discouraged and beat yourself up when you make a mistake or feel like you didn't do something perfectly? When you're constantly striving for perfection, you might be setting the bar too high for yourself. Learn to extend yourself grace and allow room for you to be simply human. The truth is we are all flawed. And if you try to ignore or stamp out those flaws, you'll only wind up hurting yourself. Don't let the empty pursuit of perfection be a major factor in your life. Choose to go forward and give life. 6 lies you need to stop telling yourself. Number 6 and the final one, you can change people. You can't change people. Do you think you have the power to change others? Because I ain't changed one person in this program yet.
You changed me?
No, I did not. No, I did not change you. I gave you the information like I'm doing right now. But I can't hop in your body and move around and do this and go do that. You understand what I'm saying? You have to take the information and make it work for you. So I did not change you. I don't have the power to change you and nobody else. The only person that can change you is you and God. The angel said to God in this chapter that I read into the Bible, they said, God, those perfect seeds that you put out, somebody came back and they grew some weeds. They planted some weeds amongst the seeds that you planted. And they say to God, do you want us to pull the weeds up? This is what the angels are saying to God, right? Do you want us to pull the weeds up? You know what he said? He said, leave them. He said, leave them. Because if you pull the weeds up, the soil is so weak that you're going to end up pulling up the people, right? The wheat, what he called the wheat. Wheat and weeds. Wheat and weeds. So they didn't pull up the weeds, because if you pulled up the weeds, you'd have pulled up some of the wheat. So he said, let it grow. Let it grow. And in the end, I'll come and I'll divide it up. He's going to divide up between the weeds. He's going to divide up between the wheat. Y'all hear what I'm saying? That's what your life is all about, bro. Avoiding distractions in this life. Because a lot of times the stuff that we see in this world, they try to paint it as good when really it's not. Can you imagine living in a society where you think something is good and it really is bad? 6 lies you need to stop telling yourself. You can change people. Do you think you have the power to change others? Do you get into a new relationship with a new partner with the hope or the desire to change or fix them for the better? If there's something you don't like about someone, it's better to learn to accept them as they are. You can't change nobody. You can waste a relationship trying to change others when they won't make that change unless they have a true desire to change first. Be careful who you give your time and your effort and your heart to. Oftentimes, the only person standing in your way is you.